Hey guys, Seshwangaming here. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. So we have the monthly ranks reset now for the next month. And if you guys saw my last video, which was all about how the monthly rankings work and tanking and all that stuff, you guys will know that I tanked my rank, which basically just means losing loads of games deliberately, so that I dropped down to the Green League. Anyway, since the rankings reset to 1500 for everyone, I have been playing a few matches. They've been fairly easy matchups, and I've got myself to the top 20 players at the moment. I'm trying to get to number 1 just for fun. There's not really that much benefit to tanking and doing this. It's more of a peace of mind thing, you know, feel good, play good. Because it's how it ends up at the end of the month which counts, and eventually it's going to average out and all the Cosmoplate Deoxys will end up back up there and all the rest of it. It's just it's just to see, you know, how fast I can try and get there, see if I can get to the number 1 spot. And I'm currently chasing a few people that seem to be getting through many more games than I do since the restart. Yeah, 1944 already. 1944, and we're sitting at 1767. So yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, guys. But I thought, seeing as I'm playing anyway, I'd make a video. And given that it'll probably be an easier match, it might be a bit better for me to talk at the same time. This is the deck I was using up at well, you know, in top 600 at the end of the last season. I think I was at, like, my overall rating was about 2900. The deck was working alright. It struggled a bit against Deoxys, but what doesn't? But it did okay against most of the things. And so this is kind of the point in tanking. Some people don't see what the point is, and it's really just so you can have easier matches at the start. I guess if you don't really going to play the game that much, it's better to do it this way. But I wanted to showcase my new MVP, most valuable Pokemon, HEATRAN. Now this is just in my opinion, but I really, really like this guy, and he is just getting me so many wins at the moment. Not just in these easier matches, but before the reset as well. Wow, 2 Gardevoirs. I think people naturally think of HEATRAN as a defender because his ability, which, if you don't know what his ability is, he's basically like got a long throw plate built in. You can, if they've got a Pokemon on your entry point, you can bring him off the bench and attack them, which is really handy if you're, you know, kind of losing. They don't even have to have both covered, you know, just one of them. It's good for like an early speed Deoxy taking your entry points. If they haven't used a Cosmoplate or they don't run it, they just run the speed one. It's good that you can just jump in the side and attack, assuming you've got your goal protected already anyway, that is. So he's really good for defending based on his ability, but I actually use him offensively way more than defensively. I know that's not really the case with the setup I've got here, but he just steamrolls everyone. The 110 is so good and it beats loads of stuff, but this Magma Slide move is just class because of it causes weight as well, so they're not 2-step back. They get burn and they get weight, and it's the fact that they move 2 steps back and have weight that really counts, because you can just force them into a horrible place that gives you a really nice advantage, especially when attacking, and especially when they're on their goal and stuff. It just causes them a nightmare. So I really like it for that. And you know, when you add up the Magma Slide and the 110 move together, it's actually, you know, pretty. You've got pretty good odds of rolling something that you want. Let's see him in action now. See if he does what we need. Yeah. So his weakness is really that he's got a couple of 70s, and he's really weak to confusion. But I haven't actually struggled with him that much in terms of rolling 70s. And I mean, at least 70 kills Mew and stuff like that. I think he's pretty good. And if anyone's watching quite new to the game, Shuppet can't get past Gardevoir because of Ghost Sensor, so I can't. That's why I'm not doing the surround. Just in case anyone thought I had missed that surround. Oh, look at that Hyper Beam out of Metagross. If you haven't come across Metagross before, he's a tank. He's only got 1 MP, but he stops respins, so he's really good for Deoxys and Reuniclus. Really good for them. And it makes up for his slow mobility, really. So, part of me is a little bit concerned that this Salamence might try and jump over the Ho-Oh, but I can always get the surround if that happens. And if I roll Rainbow Wing, I would just move back onto my goal anyway. So as I say, yeah, obviously this is a pretty lopsided matchup, but they all have been so far with since the start of the thing because I tanked my ranks. So this is why people do it, guys. They just want easier games. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure it really has any benefit. I'm pretty sure it's going to even out eventually anyway, when the really, really good players end up back at the top. This is what I'm talking about with this move, this purple move. It's just so good. You can just force them into surrounds, just force them into awkward spots. Whoopsie. I'll tell you the one thing about tanking though and playing these easier matches is I have ran into a couple of people that have also tanked their rank really far down as well, and they were tough games as a result. So he did go for the attack with the Salamence in the end. I'm going to leave the Shuppet there because if this Salamence comes in and hurdles, I want something there, and if Ho-Oh jumps to the other side, I want to be able to get the surround with the Shuppet, and in the meantime, let's try and kill the Stratini. Boom, there we go. I think he was running goal block. No, he wasn't running goal block. Thing is though, what seems to be happening is, in the couple of minutes where I play this match, you know, like it's not even a full length match. Wow, that could have been sticky. If that Zapdos didn't get the kill last go, we could have been in big trouble then. You know, so it's a couple of minutes off their clock, couple of minutes off my clock. And I bet you we've only moved up a couple of places to like 17th or something. And then I'll go back to the top of the leaderboard, and the person that's at the top of the leaderboard will have gone up like another 50 points. It's just crazy. I can't keep up. Can't keep up with them. I'll have a look what they're running actually. Yeah, exactly. So we climbed 2 places then. Jesus. Everyone else in the top 20 must really be going for it as well. So if we can win another one really quick, we'll get... Oh god, we could get into top 11. See what this person at the top is on. I want to see what they're running actually. 1944 still. Okay, so... shock. What's this snake person? Right, so anyway guys, that's probably it for this video. Again, thanks for watching. So yeah, HEATRAN's the MVP there. He's can be really good offensively. People aren't usually used to defending against it around their own goal that much, because he tends to sit back on the bench and wait quite a lot. So he's really good. He's versatile. He's good. You know, when someone comes out with an aggressive deck against you, and they snap up your entry points. He's good. Yeah, he's really good. And you know, 2 MP is okay. He's decent in the sort of middle ground of the game. Not the best, not the worst. And he is really good offensively. That purple move's great, and he's gonna get an MP bonus in this fire gym most likely. Which is just gonna be insane. So I can't wait to use him. And actually, I'll give you a quick look at the deck before I end the video that I'm planning on using. This is the one. So 2 Moltres, 2 Ho-Oh, and I did have 2 Charizard, but I put HEATRAN in instead of one of them because I really like HEATRAN. Now, I'm not sure about Charizard in this. I mean, he's a tank and he's going to have 2 MP, but you know, if he isn't consistently beating people like Moltres that I'm expecting to face a lot, or he keeps getting confused by the likes of Vibrava, he's gonna get sacked off, and I'll stick a Zapdos in there. You know, some people have been saying there'll be a lot of dark decks, you know, to counter Deoxys and things like that. I'm not sure. It might happen. So if there's a load of dark decks, then yeah, I guess I will need to run a gold, you know, for things like Yveltal, but maybe not, and maybe Charizard will hold his own. So, and when I get these 30 boosters from the monthly rewards tomorrow, which yeah, if anyone was wondering, by the way guys, they award the monthly rewards on the first day of the month, usually when the daily quests and stuff kick in for the day, and you get your login bonus. You should get it along with that on the 1st of April, which is April Fools. I don't know if they'll do an April Fools and not give us the tickets. That won't be very nice. But yeah, I'm going to use the 30 tickets and hopefully maybe get another Moltres or another HEATRAN, and whichever one I do get first, if I'm lucky enough to get one, we'll probably just go in and play to the Charizard straight off the bat. 2 Ho-Ohs. I mean, the effect doesn't stack when one's in the PC, but it's the fact that he's going to have 3 MP and he'll have the Rainbow Wing move, which we know how annoying that is from the Dragon Gym or whatever it was, that one, the last one we had where Salamence was just taking the biscuit. Anyway guys, that's the deck I'm planning on using for now. Let me know in the comments or something what decks you guys are thinking of using, or if you've thought of any good strategies or how you're preparing for the gym. You know, I'd be interested to know, and if anyone wants any thoughts or advice or discussions or has any feedback on the deck I'm going to be using, that's absolutely welcomed. Again, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.